Cause you know they don't. I choo cause they hope
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an edit with me on Funimate video. So yeah guys, and basically in this video I'm going to show you guys the process of making the edit you saw in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to point out major steps in order to make the edit and make it look much smoother, especially if you're learning from this video. So yeah guys, before I get into the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn notifications to be notified each time I post a video. Okay guys, let's get right into it. Here I already set it up all my clips for the edit, and I'm trying to put them in sync with the sound because I also set it up the sound. And how you put a sound is pretty easy. You just press the little music note on top and just press the video with the sound you want to use. Here I'm just trying to figure out my first transition that I want to use to start off the edit. Now these are just the basic transitions that Funimation has that you don't really have to do much. Just choose your preference and they're pretty good and make your edit look so much more better. So yeah, I'm just trying to find one that looks good for the beginning and goes good on the beat. So I'm probably going to do this one, but here you can see I'm adjusting my clips to make sure it goes with the beat. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up. Okay guys, so here I'm adding my first layer, and this is how you do that. You just click the photo you want to use as a layer. It could be either a photo or video. So here I'm just cropping it to go in sync with the sound. Again, this is very important in order for your edit to seem very smooth. I'm making sure my layer on the bottom doesn't distract the layer on the top by making it longer and not making it change before like the sound does. So here I'm doing that. So you want to make sure to do this when make sure it looks good. So here I'm going to animate it, which is where I press that button. Here I'm just experimenting with some effects, just looking at all of them, and these are all the like categories you can use, but I'm going to use precision, which makes it move according to the keyframes you put. So here I'm moving it to the side, and that's how I want it to start. So I add a keyframe, and I'm going to show you guys how to add a keyframe. It's pretty simple. You move it to the front and you press the little keyframe, which is the little plus diamond, and then when you want to do a second keyframe, you just move your photo. You move your little like time skip to the time you want it to move, and then move your photo, and it should put a little keyframe automatically. So yeah, that's how you do that. Again, it won't be as smooth as at first, so you gotta do this little like line thingy, which makes it smooth. You gotta choose which one. The ones I'm choosing are the ones I like using the most, but again, it depends on how fast it is and how you want it to look. So again, just experiment with each one of them. But yeah, if you're doing one similar to mine, then yeah, go ahead and copy my board, but it's totally up to you and your preference. So yeah, here I'm adding motion blur because I think it makes it look much better even though it's a slight detail. So yeah, here I'm just experimenting with those tools and trying to make it go in sync with the sound, as you can see. And yeah, I think this is a very important step when you're making these edits, especially since this is not this feature was added to Funimate pretty much like a couple months ago, but still it's a little new. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, here I'm just adjusting it a little more. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, and there's not any major things I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make it smoother, changing the position. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this up and yeah, show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so here I'm just adding some effects in order to make this look much better. So you can see me just experimented with this, even though I don't think I'll be using it. But yeah, this is just an option. I'm going to be using more effects during the video, but here I'm just showing you guys how to use them. Here I'm just positioning it in order to make it look better, making sure it looks smooth. Again, I didn't really like the effects, so I turned out, just deleting it. But again, I'm going to use more. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. Okay guys, so next I am adding another layer, but this time with text. again, I'm putting the lyrics in order to, like, I just wanted to add lyrics to the video just to make it much better. So here I'm just positioning my letter and my words. Again, I'm doing my words separately because that's just a preference, but again, this is how you basically put text into your video. So yeah, basically here I'm just fixing it up, and I'm adding different layers for each word because I just wanted to do that, but again, that's a preference. So yeah, here I'm just doing that, making sure it looks good. Again, I'm going to animate these in order for them to, you know, come in smoothly and not just pop up in a very, like, unpleasant way. So yeah, you want to make sure to animate as much as you can because again, it'll make your videos look so much better, especially if they're animated and look more professional. But yeah, here I'm just doing that. As you can see, accidentally moved the background by accident, so ignore that. But yeah, here I'm just playing around with text. I'm just positioning them, and the next thing I'm gonna have to do is, of course, animate them because that's very important since, again, I want the edit to be smooth. So again, I'm still positioning them, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to where I start animating them. So here I'm animating them, and I want them to scale up, I'm pretty sure, or actually, never mind. I want them to be positioned, so I'm just going to move them to the side as preference. So basically, this is the same thing you do with images, the same thing I showed you guys with the image. So yeah, I'm adding my keyframes, doing that, and moving it to the spot I want on the time frame I want. So yeah, guys, that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the process. Okay guys, so here I'm just adding a transition in order to move to the next, like, picture I want to move into. So again, I'm just using the basic transitions that have always been here, and again, are really nice actually, and do make your edit a lot better, even though they're very simple. But now, since they're more advanced, thanks to the update, yeah, I really like these. So here's just me choosing a good one in order to move. So yeah. Okay guys, since I already have my edit and everything, my transition, not my edit, and my text, I'm just adding some effects in order to make my text look a bit more cool. So here I'm just adding these effects. Again, I'm pretty sure that these are only for Pro. I'm sorry if you don't have these effects, but again, you could also use another editing app to do similar effects. Again, I'm pretty sure there's enough free ones too. But yeah, if I use a Pro one, I'm sorry guys, I don't really know which ones are Pro and which ones are not. But yeah. Most of these effects are free, so don't worry about that. So here I'm just going over the edit and what I have so far. And yeah, I'm pretty okay with it. I'm just like fixing it up, make sure it goes with the beat. And yeah. Here I'm just gonna be doing some basic transitions, like again, the ones that are already inputted into the app. Just wanting to, like, you know, do some simple transition for these next clips. So as you can see, I'm just making sure they go with a time frame. So yeah, these are pretty simple, so I'm going to go ahead and speed through this. Here I'm adding another layer and doing, again, one where I just click an image and I'm going to animate it myself. So here I'm just going to go ahead and crop it because I don't like the shape of it. So here I'm just cropping it. And yeah, basically I'm doing the same thing I did at the beginning of the edit, where you just put another image inside an image and then animate it and, you know, do your own animation and transition to itself. So yeah, here I'm trying to fit it in with the transition I have before. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Again, I'm just fitting it in, making sure it looks good, it's a decent size. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Okay guys, so here I'm just adding my keyframes, but this time with scale instead of position. It's basically the same thing. Again, I'm starting off with the position I want it to be, making it small, and then putting it bigger on the time frame that I want it to be bigger in order for it to animate like so. So here I'm doing the same thing with the little like squiggly thingies in order to like make it smooth and make sure it goes in sync with the edit. So yeah, basically that's what I'm doing here, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can, like, you know, make it better and speed up the process. Now that I have done this, as you can see, I already added effects and made it smoother. So here again, I'm just adding a simple transition to, you know, exit out from that time frame in my edit. So here I'm just adding a simple one to, you know, get out of that like time frame. and make it smooth. So here it is. Again, I'm working out the transition since that one didn't look good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. Okay guys, so this is what I've done so far. As you can see, these I've already done. As you can see, that's what I have done so far with my normal transition. And again, these are just the basic ones. And yeah, that's what I've done so far. Here, I'm just fixing up some, some clips, making them go with sound and all that. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the words from the last scene, like the little a boss little text I have. Again, you can duplicate these and it's going to be so much easier when you want to do it twice in an edit. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that really soon, which is like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just fixing up my clips right now. So I'm making sure that, they're going to go with the beat. Here, I'm just pressing up the layers that I want to duplicate, and I press duplicate. And then once I press duplicate, I drag the layer to where I want it to be. Again, once you drag it with the text, the keyframes will be there too. So as long as you do your keyframes pretty good last time, it'll be the same here. And it'll already have the animation and everything with the keyframes. So that's why I like duplicating. So here you can see me doing that right now. You can see me just like dragging each one to where I want it to be. So right now I'm doing that, dragging the next word to where I want it to be, and then I'm making sure it goes with the time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, making sure it goes. And again, this is a very simple way to do it twice without having to do the keyframes all over again. So yeah, here I'm just doing that and doing the next transition for the next clip. Now that I have done that, here I already have my clips already, and I'm going to go ahead and add another layer, and this time it's going to be an element. I'm going to be doing a scroll element with the transitions. Now the transitions that I'm going to be using for the scroll element is going to be this little layer, which is pretty simple. I'm just going through which one I want to use, and I'm just going to use the basic transitions that you have for the bottom layer, the ones that already come with the app and are really simple to do. So here I'm just making sure my scroll thingy makes sense. So here I'm doing that, making sure it looks good. Again, this is how you use your elements. Again, elements already have it ready. You just choose the one you want to use. Again, I'm looking for a scroll one, which I already chose, and I'm just placing it in a good way in order to make my edit look good. So I'm just going to go ahead and place that. And then once I'm done putting my scroll, I'm making sure it's long enough. And then I'm going to have to cut my clips in a way in order for the scroll to make sense. So here I'm just doing that and then making sure they go downwards in order for the scroll to make sense. Here you can see I already set it up, making sure it goes with the scroll. So yeah, that's basically what I did here with the basic transitions. Okay guys, so here I'm adding an effect. Again, I'm just adding these effects that I have here just to make my edit a little more visually pleasing. So yeah, these are just here to make my edit better. So here I'm just like choosing through the ones I want to use. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And what I'm planning to do next is add the words again, the I'm a boss lyrics again. Again, I'm just going to duplicate them in order to do that. So that's what I'm going to do here. Again, I'm going back to my clips and duplicating those. Again, it will already have the keyframes and everything. So yeah, as long as you already did it on the other clip, it's going to be fine. So here I'm just dragging it in order to have the text on the clip that I want. Again, I'm duplicating it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And then I have to put them in a in time and in sync with the sound. So that's what I'm doing here. Now that I have that ready, as you can see, I already edited it, and here is basically what I did. Here I'm just going to end the video with a black screen. So I'm going to go ahead and go and choose that from my gallery. So I'm just choosing a random black picture, and I'm just going to do that for an ending in order for it to end smoothly in a way that it will. So here I'm just adding an ending transition. I'm choosing through the ones I have. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. adding my watermark. Again, this is how you do a watermark. You basically just add a text and put it in any font that you want, any color. And something I like doing when it comes to, you know, doing these watermarks, again, it's pretty important if you're going to post and edit to put a watermark in order for it not to get stolen and, you know, be credited to another creator that's not you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just putting it down here, and I'm gonna lower the opacity, or other than that, I might blend it. Now what this does is make it a little more less noticeable, so it won't bother the edit. Like as you can see here, I blended it into the effect called divide, and I'm spreading it through the whole edit in order for it to be there, but again, not be that noticeable, but still be there so my video cannot get stolen. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, and yeah. Here is the final product, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn notifications to be notified each time I post a video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye!